The days of subscription fees and web designers charging $2,000 to pick a font just so you can open an online business are over. Some platforms want $30 a month before you've sold a thing. This costs $0. Printify Pop-Up is 100% free, and the store builder is how you make it look like your brand without dropping a cent or learning crazy difficult web design. If you're brand new and you want to start selling without paying for Shopify or setting up an Etsy shop, this is the fastest, free way to get a real store with a real checkout. If you've already got an audience somewhere, TikTok, Instagram, a group chat full of coworkers who keep asking where you got that mug, this gives you one simple link to send them. And if you're testing a niche, before you commit to it, this is the lowest stakes way to do it. No subscription, no inventory, nothing to cancel if the niche flops. You set up the store, Printify prints and ships whatever sells, and your only real job is getting people to the store. Let me walk you through the whole process click by click. Then you decide if you're ready to share your work with the world. Your pop-up store is a real storefront that comes free with your Printify account, and you can have up to 5 stores. It lives at yourname.printify.me, or you can add your custom domain. It has a working cart and checkout. Customers pay right on the page, and Printify prints and ships every order. You never touch a package. The store builder is where you create the look of it. You see a live preview of your actual store while you build the page out of stacked blocks or sections. A hero banner up top, your products in the middle, an about block, a footer. You add them, change the colors, add images, text, and buttons, and drag their order around right on the page. Along with the sections, the builder gives you a side panel that controls everything in your store on a broader level. Your store name and logo, your colors and fonts, which are actually presets, so you cannot accidentally build something ugly. Your menu, where you decide exactly what customers can click at the top of your store. And your social links. By the end of this video, we'll have used every one of these tools, and you'll have a finished store you can send people to tonight. Quick housekeeping first. I've already got products published to my store, and the builder pulls those in automatically. If your store is empty, add a few products, then come back here. From your Printify dashboard, find Customize Store in the left menu. Clicking on it will open the store builder. There are 3 main areas here. The middle is a live preview of your actual store with your published products already sitting there. Down the left edge, you've got that side panel I mentioned, and across the top, undo and redo arrows, desktop and mobile icons to switch views, View Store, which opens the real live version in a new tab, and in the top right corner, the green Publish Changes button. Make sure to hit this button before exiting the store builder. Otherwise, none of your hard work will be saved. All right, time to actually build. Sections are the building blocks of your store. Every page is just sections stacked on top of each other, and you can mix and match them until the layout fits your brand. Let's start by adding a hero banner. That's the big image with a headline that sits at the top of pretty much every online store you've ever shopped at. Hover over the default product section and click the green Add Section button. A panel opens on the left with every section type the builder has. There are templates for hero banners, products, an about section, content, and even social media. Each type comes in a few layout options, like text first or image first, or you can choose a blank one and build from scratch. Click on one and it drops right onto your page. Now let's make it ours, because every new section comes filled with placeholder text and stock photos, and you want none of that in your store. Any element you hover on will be highlighted with bright green. That's how you know what you're working on. Let's start with the image. A small toolbar has popped up above it. This is where we can make changes, like sizing, alignment, and the actual image itself. Click Replace and upload your photo. This is the most important decision on the whole page, so let me be specific. My store is Slow Sunday, cozy pieces for people who want to protect their quiet mornings. My hero image is a mug sitting on a book in soft, natural light, not a stock photo of a city skyline, not a smiling model pointing at a shirt. A person should land on my store and feel like it's 9 a.m. on a Sunday and nobody can reach them. Whatever your brand is, your hero photo should make the right customer feel something in under 5 seconds. You'll also see a text box for your heading. Click on that to edit the text. Same rule applies. Welcome to our store says nothing. The art of doing absolutely nothing tells me exactly what club I just walked into. In this toolbar, you can change the font emphasis, alignment, size, and color. Now click on the button. Again, a toolbar will appear where you can make changes to the button specifically. You can add your text, choose between primary and secondary buttons, add the URL, and change the color. Let's say I want to remove or add a line of subtext between my header and button. Click on the block to delete it, or you'll see green plus signs that say Add Block here when hovering your cursor over blocks. Click on the one where you want to add your new element. This is how you can add additional text, images, links, buttons, etc. Or a container, a box where you can add elements you want grouped together. Now, as you're adding new sections, you don't want to have to edit every text box and button individually. This is where those left sidebar options come into play. Hit the Style option and you can choose your typography and how your buttons look. When it comes to colors, you can also choose from a few presets, which are best for those who don't have a brand direction quite yet or want a quick launch. For a brand like Slow Sunday, bold and bright colors wouldn't really work, so I'll show you how to edit each section with your brand colors. Now, our new section has actually been added below our featured products. We want our hero banner to be at the top. Click on Edit Section and move up. Every section has its own settings where you can change the background color or drop in a background image, adjust the spacing and height, move the whole section up or down the page, or delete it. And if you delete something you loved, the undo arrow at the top brings it back. That's the whole process. Add a section, rewrite everything in it, adjust, and repeat. Let's start at the top and work our way down. Above our banner, we've got the navigation menu. First, let's edit what pages we actually put here. In the left menu, click on Pages. Here you can reorder, delete, or rename the default categories, or you can make it completely your own. Add a collection, category, external link, or group pages to create a submenu. With everything in our menu named, let's make it look on brand. Click Brand now. Add the store name, your logo, and choose the visibility settings. You can show one or both. Then click Edit Site Header to change the layout and colors. Instead of entering in the hex code each time, let's add my brand colors to the main palette. Additionally, you can add a promo bar here. Don't waste it on something vague. Free shipping over $50 in a color that stands out from the rest of your page does more for your conversion than any font choice you'll make today. If you don't have a promo running yet, skip the bar. An empty announcement is worse than none. A few final tweaks to the navigation menu. Click on that block to adjust the design, how the menu appears, the spacing, and the font size. Now to our products below our hero image. The section right under a hero banner is prime real estate. So this is where your top sellers, a specific category, or a new collection should live. Nobody scrolls to the bottom to find your best stuff. Let's go with a collection here. Click on the product list container, and in the toolbar, click on the drop-down menu to add your collection. Right now, we see the default categories and the collections I've already created. If you haven't created any collections yet, let me show you how. Just make sure before you exit the store builder, you publish changes so it saves. Back in your Printify dashboard, find My Products in the left menu and Collections. Click Get Started or the green New Collection button, give it a title, a specific URL name, add an optional image, and then add products. A collection is really just a themed shelf. For Slow Sunday, that might be a morning ritual collection, the crew neck you never take off, the mug, the journal. Group products the way your customer would actually shop them, not the way your dashboard sorts them. Then, add to collection and publish collection. Back in Store Builder, your new collection shows up in the drop-down menu. In the same toolbar, there are settings to adjust the look of it. Let's go one by one. Display options. How many products to show and product count, a sorting feature, page numbers, and a View More button. Grid layout. Choose how your products display on different devices. Check the mobile view here. Most of your customers will shop on their phones, and a grid that looks great on desktop can feel cramped on a screen the size of your hand. I'm going to quickly add one last section, the About Us story, and this is where a store like Slow Sunday earns its prices. We believe in quiet mornings, slow coffee, and creating spaces that let you pause. Turns a $22 mug into membership in a club. A few sentences of who you are and why. That's it. Then there's one small thing left at the bottom of your store that turns one-time buyers into repeat ones. A customer who buys once and disappears is a sale. A customer who follows you is repeat business. We want people to follow along, see when new items drop, and hear about promos. So let's add our social accounts by clicking Social Media in the left menu. Paste your profile URL, hit Add, and the right icon shows up in your footer automatically. Then click on the block to adjust the icon size, color, and style. Adjust how your footer looks, and lastly, check how your store looks on mobile. If it looks good, publish changes. Now the moment of truth. Hit View Store. Take a second here. That link is real. At the beginning of this video, you had nothing, and now someone can put in their card and buy from you tonight. And Printify handles everything after the checkout page. So click around like you're a customer. Check your menu. Click into a product page, open it on your phone. Send it to a trusted friend for a test run. And if you want to keep building in private, you can set a password in your store settings and nobody will see the construction site. Just remember to toggle it off on launch day. That's the whole builder. Brand name and logo, style with palettes, fonts, and buttons, customize your menu and collections, add hero sections and about blocks, and share your store with your audience. You just built a whole storefront for free. If you hit publish today, comment live down below. You don't have to drop the link, just take the credit. Now, want to know how to get photos like that mug on linen shot without hiring a photographer or owning linen sheets? I show you exactly how to create gorgeous lifestyle photos for your niche in the next video.